A memorable night for student athletes all across our area. Shane right here with Yanni Caracas. Welcome to Football Friday, a Thursday edition. Halloween tomorrow night. Many teams moving their game to tonight. A special night because for those not going on to the playoffs and not playing on the next level, Yanni, this is the last time they'll ever put on pads.
As for those heading to the playoffs, it's the last week to work out all the kinks before getting next week off. Elimination games kick off November 14th.
Our game of the week, all the makings of an instant classic, right? Number 5, defending state champ West Boca at number 2. Undefeated Atlantic trying to wrap up the regular season with a perfect record.
West Boca won the last 2 matchups before that. It was 5 straight wins from Atlantic. Bulls led 12-0 and then 18-14 at the break. To the third quarter we go. Eagles defense flocking. Javon Hatcher gets the quarterback sack. Same score fourth quarter. This time, Trey Moran not only avoids the pass rush, he avoids all tacklers, weaving through the defense, and he goes the distance. A huge Bulls touchdown. That makes it 24-14 West Boca. So Atlantic, man, they desperately need a score. Pedro Martinez rolling out to his right. He finds Justin Barrera, who catches it past the defender and goes in for the Eagles touchdown. But wait, a flag on the play that's called back, and Atlantic would later turn it over on down, so still up 2 scores. West Boca can just chew up the clock with their bell cow. Javian Mallory, the Miami Hurricane commit, with the first down run. And then he finishes off the drive and finishes off the Eagles with his 3rd touchdown of the night. A statement win for the state champs. West Boca wins 31-14, Atlantic's first loss of the year.
Number 4, Jupiter also trying to wrap up an undefeated regular season, hosting South Fork. Jupiter already up 14-0 in the first quarter, looking to add to that lead. Andrew Embix wins it out to Raul Harris. Harris has some blockers out in front, hit the speed button. Yeah, he's going to take it all the way for the touchdown. Guess how many yards, Yanni?
How many?
6, 7, 6, 7. I hate that thing. 21-0 Jupiter. Second quarter, now here comes Jupiter again. Embick outside to Israel Morgan. Shakes off a few tackles. Has a first down and a little more. Jupiter in business once again later in the drive. But watch this play. Embick comes to the line, backs off, pretends there's some kind of confusion. Meanwhile, the ball is snapped and pitched to the offensive guard, Alex Brandt.
Big boy.
Head coach Jason Cradman going trick instead of treat for another Warrior first down. A few plays later, Embick short pitch and catch to Dana Roberts, who just walks into the end zone. Jupiter completes their first ever perfect season in their regular season, 10-0 in school history, 42-0 in the final.
Warriors looking good for 7A. All right, Boynton Beach trying to get to 6 wins, right on that playoff bubble, playing at Lake Worth, wrapping up the regular season. Opening drive, look at Tigers nose tackle Clayton Smith just swallow the defender, looking like Santa Lucia's legend Vince Wilfork in that 75 jersey. But Trojans QB Eric Lee Jr. avoids everyone on this. QB keeper goes into the end zone, but the refs say flag on the play, so that'll come back. But no worries. Later in the drive, Lake Worth pounds in the score. They take the 7-0 lead, and how about this? Upset Boynton Beach 17-6.
All right, a stellar season for the St. Andrews Scots this year, 8-1, following up a second-round playoff run last season.
The Scots hoping to end a 5-game losing streak to Benjamin as the Bucks wrap up a bit of a down season for their standards.
Yeah, St. Andrews only lost a 2-point loss to Calvary Christian a few weeks ago. 14-3 St. Andrews lead third quarter. The Scots are driving. It is Jack Williams, rolls out, gets the ball out, but it just floats up there, and Caden Finial says, hey, I got an interception. But the Scots defense would hold and give it back the ball to the offense. Remy Diorsi sneaks through the defensive line, gets a big-time first down run, and then Diorsi would finish off the drive with a short touchdown run. St. Andrews wins it easily 38-3, ending a 5-game losing streak to Benjamin.
Maybe the game of the night competitive-wise, Royal Palm Beach and Garcia, both with 6 wins, hoping a 7th win will get them into the postseason. Third quarter, Wildcats tie the game. Max Greiner hits Demetrius Gibson in the end zone. Royal Palm will go for the 2-point conversion, but a nice play by the Bulldogs' Joseph McDonald to break it up. Could that prove costly? Game remains 20-20. Here comes Garcia on offense. Caleb Butler, beautiful throw to Vincent Lewis, who comes down with the go-ahead touchdown. Royal Palm not going away, though. Check out Max Greiner airing it out to Gibson right in stride. What a throw. What a connection these two have been. So that makes it 27-26. Here comes the would-be game-tying extra point. but it's blocked at the line, and then no more scoring the rest of the way, so Garcia pulls out a thriller 27-26, ending the regular season at 7-3.
Seminole Ridge at Wellington, both teams 3-6, trying to end their seasons on a high note. First drive of the game for Seminole Ridge. It wouldn't be a very long drive, but not at all, because Ryan Doherty gets loose up the middle. Nobody within sight. Doherty would go all the way for the Hawks touchdown, untouched. It's a 7-0 lead. Wellington looking to respond, and they would. Jonathan Paul takes the snap, rolls out, and throws it across his body. Not supposed to do that, right? But yeah, it works out. Jack Brown in the back of the end zone for the Wellington touchdown, 7-7 game. Second quarter, here comes Wellington again. Paul has time, it's down the field. Look at that. The Seminole Ridge DB clearly fouls the receiver, Terrence Cadle, but he still makes a catch for a touchdown, the football version of an and one. Close game down the stretch, but Wellington pulls out the win, 27-26. All right, still to come on Football Friday, we head to the Treasure Coast as Legacy wraps up its first ever season, and Vero Beach tries to end the regular season undefeated when Football Friday returns. Welcome back. Martin County winners of 4 of their last 5 games in their series against Jensen Beach. Offense at a premium here. Tigers moving the ball. Kellen Cockrell with the easy completion. Later in the drive, Cockrell rolls out and finds Khalil Taylor. Makes a nice catch to keep the chains moving. Martin County would eventually get in the end zone. Cockrell hooks up for Demarion Queen for the touchdown. It would be the only touchdown of the game. Martin County gets to win 7-3 and takes home the Fergie Ferguson Trophy.
I'm sorry, the what?
1930s, a football player from Martin County military service, died at an early age for serving his country. Congratulations to Martin County.
Undefeated Vero ranked as the #1 team in the state, wrapping up the season hosting Somerset Academy. Already up 8-0. EJ White swings it out. Latravius Woods uses the speed, gets into the end zone, 8-0. Second quarter, Travion Townsend gets the punt return, takes off with a head of steam, and Townsend running home like the street lights just came on. He'd get in for another Vero touchdown. Indians finish the regular season undefeated, 43-0. All right, up to Port St. Lucie we go. Legacy hosting Okeechobee. Second half kickoff. Brahmins on that kickoff return. Kyler Campbell fakes the handoff, and he's got some room and he's got some speed to the far sideline. He goes down the sideline. A huge Okeechobee return, and then Brahmins know how to finish off that drive as Ignacio Gomez bulldozes in. They take the 14-12 lead. But back to special teams. Legacy's freshman Enzo Harabedian waiting for his gap, plotting, bursting through, and he's gone to the house. Legacy finishes out the regular season with a win, 18-14, going 4-6 in their inaugural season. Not bad.
Our play of the week comes from our game of the week. West Boca quarterback Trey Moran with a long touchdown run in the fourth quarter to put away the undefeated Eagles. West Boca wins 31-14 and look prime to defend their state championship. To the scoreboard, Palm Beach Gardens ends the season on a high note, beating Melbourne 36-22. Boca ends the year 5-5 with a 43-0 win over John I. Leonard. American Heritage Delray tops Bayside at home 35-7.
Olympic Heights shuts out Archbishop Carroll 55-0. Park Vista takes care of Forest Hill 41-9. Palm Beach Central all over Dwyer 43-0.